that live in New York City, man. You know, I just don't think so. Every time I show a person like one of my knives, they think it's like, oh, you could really jig somebody up with this, and I'm like, bro, I'm fighting Amazon boxes. That's what I do with these things, you know. If a box is looking at me, like, you know, I stab them, I cut them up, and then I tape them neatly, and then I put them away for recycling. That's basically what knife guys do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Doug Marcaida. I know this is kind of like sort of off the rails podcast right now, which is pretty much how my mind works. You know, I got ADHD. I just take CBD oil for that. Shout out to A-List CBD. Some people are probably like, yeah, I'm checking out on this, but you shouldn't. You know why? Because if you're a knife guy, I do have this interesting company who has sent me 2 knives. They're called Yobo Tools. They're sort of a new company coming out of China, and they contacted a few people in the Apex Pass Around group. And yeah, man, look at this dope packaging. You've got specs right on the back. For people that are going to be listening to this and not watching, I'm showing the specs on camera right now. I was very impressed with the packaging, but was I impressed with the knives though? This dude from Artisan Cutlery, and he was like, listen, watched your small RKO review. I thought it was really great. You have a, you know, sort of like a finesse about making videos. It's like your own style or whatever, something like that. And he was like, I heard that you wanted to try the G10 one. And I was like, yeah. And in my head, I'm like, you know, trying to contain the excitement. Like, oh man, is he going to send me something? Is this going to start my relationship with Artisan Cutlery to review some of their stuff, you know? And he's like, yeah, I want to send you the small RKO and G10. Which one do you want? And dude, you have no idea like how much that made me feel great, you know? And I was like, I really just got to make content, you know, for myself, man. Like, if I don't want to watch it, why should anyone else want to watch it, right? You know, I'm sort of in a weird space. I like knives, but I'm not as into it as, let's say, like, you know, like my homie JT, like, loves knives and Star Wars. That's like his thing, right? But he's like so knowledgeable, and he has so much insight. That's why I love his videos so much. Like, I try to check out every JT's Knife Life's video. Shout out to JT's Knife Life. But I've really been more into reviewers that do sort of a cinematic thing, man. Like Jack Farmboy. Mr. Old Man is another one that I watch. There's this dude, Crispy Things, that reviews like vinyl figures and EDC gear. But he does sort of like just different angles. And I just like different stuff when it comes to reviews, you know? I like weird shit. Yo, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so we can squad up in the comments. So what else am I into right now? So Monster Hunter is what I'm playing right now, alright? If you guys are into it, this is going to be great for you. If you're not going to be great for you, alright? So with Monster Hunter, I played on PlayStation. You basically kill these giant monsters, right? It's kind of like you're hunting. You're a hunter in the game. You're killing these giant monsters that are like in the ecosystem, and then you carve their hide. You wear their stuff to make all these cool armors and weapons and things like that. And I'm sure they cook them and shit. So, like, you know, all the ethical hunters out there are like, that's a bad representation of hunting. It's a game. It's a video game. Sit down. But, yeah, so I do use the Switch Axe, the Lance, and the Sword and Shield. And I bet people are like, what the fuck is he talking about right now? What is Ray talking about? Listen, I'm a nerd. You know, shout out to Patty's Potato Peelers, the bravest knife reviewer I know, for just reviewing everything and being pretty successful at it, man. You know, he was like, fuck you guys. He was like, fuck you guys. I don't have enough money. You know, this is before he got his pension and all that, and I think before he linked up with GearBest, and he was just buying, you know, clones and stuff like that. And that dude is like the purest, has like the purest soul or whatever of like all the knife reviewers, man. He just seems like your grandpappy. You know what I mean? I was talking to JT last night on Instagram, and he posted Let me look at it right now. He posted a stories of the Spyderco counter puppies, and he was like, the highlight for me of Spyderco's reveal part 3, still waiting on a few from the last reveal to be released though, is the counter puppies. And it's like these I guess it's these like kitchen knives or something. And I thought he was joking, but he was like, nah bro, I'm serious. I'm like, oh shit, all right, my bad, you know. I never want to offend anybody in the knife community, man. You know, especially JT. That guy's like one of my like best knife friends.